After an 85-77 record, the Los Angeles Angels are back in the playoffs for the first time since 2014, and we are set to square off against our division rivals, the Houston Astros. The Astros won the series, winning 7 games out of the 13 appearances. This Angels team has come off a pretty good last couple of months of August and September, but their best baseball was early in the season. July was a down month for them. But like I said, August and September were definitely a lot better. I'm excited for this episode as it's going to be a little bit different with a post commentary as opposed to live commentary like we've done the entire series. But I'm excited for this one. Chase Silseth will be the opener in this game. Michael King will come in after Silseth faces this Astros lineup one time. But Hunter Brown on the mound here for the Houston Astros, a 3.45 ERA, 1.22 whip on the season, 175 strikeouts, a 14-6 record this season with the Astros, as Luis Rengifo is set to lead off here against the Astros, and the 2026 wild card matchup is underway as Rengifo goes down swinging there. 0-2 count up coming to him, and now he goes down swinging. Strikeout for Hunter Brown to kick off this meeting. The Angels will not get an opportunity to play at home in this series. If we can advance to the ALDS, then we will, as Trout goes down swinging on the knuckle curve. It's 2 strikeouts for Hunter Brown. As here's Alec Boehm now. 30 home runs on the season. He's been a really good addition for us, as he's going to ground this one up the middle. Jeremy Pena is there for the final out. No! It's going to be an off throw. It'll be an error by Jeremy Pena, as Andrew Vaughn was unable to stay on a bag there. As it's Patrick Wisdom batting cleanup. He was really good towards the end of the year for us, as this one's 90 off the bat, hit to right field, and the play will be made by Teoscar Hernandez, as the Astros will now have their opportunity here in the bottom half of the first. It's the 21 pitcher Chase Silseth. 20 wins last season with an excellent year, with a Cy Young candidate almost the entire time, as Jeremy Pena is going to hit this one to right field. Mickey Moniak ranging back, and he's there for the first out, as Silseth starts this game out pretty strong. As here's Ramon Urias. He is batting second. He goes down swinging at the splitter. 2 quick outs for the Angels here, as it's Yordan Alvarez. 0-2 count upcoming. 2026 Hank Aaron Award winner. And he's going to go down looking at the cutter. It's a perfect 1-2-3 inning for Chase Silseth, and that's why you brought him in to be the opener in this game. As now we go top 2. It's Mickey Moniak down on the count, 1-2. As here's the pitch from Hunter Brown, and Moniak will go down swinging at the knuckle curve. An ugly hack there. It's the 3rd strikeout for Brown. Here's O'Hoppe now. 1 out, as he's going to hit this one on the ground up the middle, and it's going to get through for a base hit. As that's what you need here with 1 out in the top of the second. Hopefully we can keep up the momentum, as it's J.D. Davis playing in left, batting 7th here for the Angels. Really didn't do a whole lot since the trade, as he's going to ground this one to Pena. Altuve over to Vaughn. It's a double play to finish off the top half of the second. That's what Hunter Brown needed right there. As we go bottom 2, 2-2 count to the future Hall of Famer Jose Altuve, as he's going to chop this one to Rengifo, who will make the play for the first out here in the home half of the second. Here is Alex Bregman, the known cheater here, as he's going to walk. Watching that cutter miss the zone. So the first walk given up by Chase Silseth. Runner on first, 1 out, as there goes Bregman. Boehm will have no play at second. He'll throw this one to first for the second out. And the Astros with a runner in scoring position early in this game. As here's Andrew Vaughn, 2-2 count upcoming. And he goes down looking at the splitter right down the middle, as that's going to finish off the second inning. It's been a really good pitching duel so far through 2 innings. As here's Nolan Shanuel facing Hunter Brown, as he's going to go down swinging at the knuckle curve. A quick 1 out for Hunter Brown, 4th strikeout. As we go to the top of the lineup here for the Angels now, here's the 0 for 1, 1-0 count to Rengifo, and he's going to hit this one in the right field for a base knock. 98 miles per hour off the bat. This time, the Angels are all over that knuckle curve. And here's Mike Trout, 0 for 1, 2 outs, and he's going to bloop this one into right field, and it will get down. Rengifo will advance to third. Here's the throw, and he's safe, as now the Angels have a scoring threat of their own here in the top half of the third. It's Alec Boehm, one of the best clutch hitters. When a runner is in scoring position, Alec Boehm, 99 contact. Here's the first pitch of the at-bat, and he's going to drive this one into left center. This one will get down, and the Angels will be on the board first in this game. Trout rounding third, now going back to second. What is he doing? Now he's just going to have to stay put at third. Runners on the corner with 2 outs. What is Mike Trout doing? He would have scored easily. Instead, he decided that he was going to run back to second. Well, I'll tell you what happened. I tried to click on to Bohm and have Bohm advance to second and have Trout go home. Instead, what I did is I didn't actually click on the Bohm. I clicked on the Trout instead, and he started going back to second. So a mistake by me. It will not pay off, as it's going to be a strikeout. Patrick Wisdom. Unfortunately, I was hoping Wisdom would score Trout. That way we don't have to worry about that making a difference late in this game. But we'll have to find out as Silseth strikes out Teoscar Hernandez in the bottom of the third. And that would be it for Chase Silseth. He faces the Astros lineup one time. And then we're going to bring in Michael King here. 10-10 record, 4.04 ERA, 1.33 whip during the regular season as he faces Jeremy Pena after a walk. Skinner to Renifo to Shanuel. It's a double play to end the third inning. Exactly what you needed by Michael King, your ace on the mound. Here's Moniak as he's going to go around on the knuckle curve. The throw down from Diaz, and it's going to be 1 out here in the top of the fourth. As here's J.D. Davis now. Full count upcoming by Hunter Brown. 44th pitch upcoming, and Ohapi will go down swinging. That was not J.D. Davis. J.D. Davis is on deck, but 7 strikeouts for Hunter Brown. Here is J.D. Davis. 0-1 count. He's 0 for 1 on the day as he's going to hit this one into right center. Hit pretty well off the bat. Teoscar Hernandez ranging back, and he's there to make the play. As it's going to be 1-0 through 4.5 innings, I guess, as we go, or 3.5 innings. As here's Yordan Alvarez chopping this one up the middle. Skinner, good range, is there to make the play. Yeah, I mean, if you haven't noticed already, Sean Skinner starting at shortstop here. Zach Neto not starting. Kind of an interesting call here as Alec Bohm with 2 outs throws on the first. It's the end of the 4th inning. Still no hits for the Astros in this game. 4 hits for the Angels. I just figured we'll give Sean Skinner the start. Has pretty solid defense and speed. The bat is not as good as Neto's, but Neto really doesn't hit righties all that well anyway. As Nolan Shanuel will hit this one back up the middle. It's a leadoff single here in the top of the 5th. Can we take advantage of it? Here's Sean Skinner, and he's going to pop this one up into the infield. Andrew Vaughn is there to make the play. 1 out here in the top of the 5th. It's Luis Rengifo. He's 1 for 2. First pitch of the at-bat, and he's going to hit this one in the left field. It'll get down. Runners on first and second now. And at this point in the video, the game audio is going to cut out for the remainder of Game 1. It's unfortunate, but there's nothing I could really do to fix it. As Mike Trout's going to hit this one in the center. No runners will advance. It's 2 outs now for Hunter Brown. I know the rest of this game is going to sound really weird. And here's Alec Bohm, 99 clutch. 3-2 count, runners go, and Bohm will go down with a check swing on the knuckle curve. It's another strikeout for Hunter Brown. An excellent start for him. He just had the one rough inning. As we go bottom 5 now, and Bregman will walk as the circle change misses the zone. It's a leadoff base runner for the Astros, and it's Yainer Diaz up. 2-1 count. Here goes Bregman, and he's going to be thrown out trying to swipe second. That's an excellent throw by Michael King. Michael King, what am I talking about? That's an excellent throw by Logan Ohapi to be able to get him out there. And now it's Yainer Diaz, 2-2 count upcoming. And this one will be hit on the ground to Rengifo, who has trouble with it, maintains it, and is able to get Diaz out at first. 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 5th for Andrew Vaughn. 2-2 count, and he'll go down swinging on the sinker. It's a good inning for the Angels. Logan Ohapi definitely helped the threat out there. As here's Mickey Moniak, 69 pitches for Hunter Brown. Nice. 3-2 count. Moniak's going to hit this one back up the middle. It's a base knock. That one was crushed 113 miles per hour off the bat. Here is Logan Ohapi now. 1-2 count. He'll hit this one on the ground. The runner was going, so it took Jose Altuve out of the play. Runners on the corner now with only 1 out. An excellent hit and run opportunity there for Logan Ohapi and the Los Angeles Angels. As we have a true scoring threat here, as J.P. France will come into the game. A 2.16 ERA, 1.04 whip on the season. Only pitched in 25 innings, though, so that's something to think about. As here's J.D. Davis, 3-2 count, and he'll watch ball 4. The bases loaded now for the Angels as J.P. France with his first walk allowed. Nolan Shanuel stands in now, 1 for 2 on the day. 1 out, bases juiced for our 8-hitter. Here's the pitch. Shanuel goes deep for the Los Angeles Angels. 110 off the bat, and I just screwed that call up. The first home run of the postseason for any Angels player goes 427 feet and gives us a 5-0 lead in the 6th inning. That one breaks this game wide open here. 1-0 would have been a lead that we would hope we could hang on to, but 5-0 is a lead that I don't think we're going to allow the Astros to come back from. That is excellent hitting there by Nolan Shanuel. His second hit of the day gives us a 5-0 lead as we go bottom 6 now. Teoscar Hernandez is going to walk here with 1 out. It's the second walk allowed by Michael King. Here's Jeremy Pena now, as he is going to get hit by the pitch. I thought he went around, but he didn't. So now it's runners on first and second with 1 out. Ramon Urias with an opportunity to cut into the lead here. Here's the first pitch, and he'll hit this one on the ground to Skinner. On to Rengifo to Shanuel. It's a 6-4-3 double play to finish off the 6th inning as Michael King gets out of the jam. As we go bottom 7 now, it's Yordan Alvarez, one of the most dangerous hitters in baseball. Here's the 3-2, and he goes down swinging for the first out in the bottom of the 7th. Michael King has been excellent since getting the call on, and the Astros still without a hit as Jose Altuve stands. Then he's 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts. Here's the 2-2, and this one will be hit to right center. It's the first hit of the game for the Astros, and unfortunately, the combined no-hitter is no more. As Trout will get this in, it's a 1-out double for the future Hall of Famer Jose Altuve. Still down 5-0 though, so Alex Bregman, 2-2. They're going to hit this one in the right field. Moniak is there to make the play. Will Altuve try to tag? No, he will not. Here's the throw to third. Would have been offline, so there's a good chance Altuve probably could have scored. As here's Yainer Diaz, hits it on the ground to Rengifo, who will pick up the final out of the 7th inning. We are 6 outs away from picking up our first playoff victory since 2014, and most importantly, the first playoff victory of Mike Trout's career. As we're going to bring in Ben Joyce here in the bottom of the 9th. 1-2 count. Jeremy Pena goes down swinging. 1 out. We're now 2 outs away from the first playoff victory since 2014. 3-2. Strikeout. It's the second strikeout for Ben Joyce. 101 this one. 1 out away. It's Yordan Alvarez. Here's the pitch as he is going to lay off an up and in fastball. Runner on first now as the Angels still looking for that final out. Here's Jose Altuve, 1 for 3 on the day, and he goes down swinging. The Angels win Game 1 of the wild card on the road. It's the first playoff victory since 2014 and the first of Mike Trout's career in a game where I'm not sure he even got a hit, as Chase Silseth gave us 2 1/3, allowing no hits. It was 2 hits for Luis Rengifo, Ohapi, and Shanuel. Mike Trout did pick up a hit, so I don't want to put any disrespect on his name. The home run by Shanuel, RBIs, 1 by Bowman, 4 by Shanuel. Chase Silseth and Michael King were excellent. Ben Joyce with the 1 inning, picked up 3 strikeouts to close the game out. As we go to Game 2, only 1 hit, by the way, for the Astros in Game 1. We go to Game 2. Still on the road, like I mentioned, we can pick up the series victory with a win here. Game 3, if necessary, will be played on Friday, still on the road. So like I said, we'll have no opportunity of playing at home in this series against the Astros. They changed the uniforms up and they change up the starter. Christian Javier, 4.24 ERA, 1.34 whip, and the 2025 Cy Young Award winner. 32 starts this past year as it's Luis Rengifo leading off. He picked up 2 hits in Game 1. Here's the 2-2 from Christian Javier. And this one will be hit to left center on a line, and it will be ran down by the center fielder. I think that's Chas McCormick out there in center field for the Astros in this game. Here's the 3-2 upcoming to Mike Trout. Can he pick up another hit? Nope, but he'll watch ball 4. He is aboard here with 1 out. Christian Javier not really got his stuff early in this game. As here's Alec Boehm, 250 average so far in the postseason. And this one will be hit in the gap to first and second. And it will be 2 runners on with only 1 out. And Patrick Wisdom, one of the most dangerous power hitters in baseball, comes to the plate. Can we get all over Christian Javier early? That is going to be a strong no, as this one's popped up in foul territory. Andrew Vaughn there to make the play for the second out of the top of the first. Here's Mickey Moniak now. He had himself a hit in Game 1. He is going to pop this one up in the infield. Who's going to play it? It's going to be Alex Bregman camping underneath, and he's there. So Christian Javier gets out of the first inning jam, as the Angels probably feeling like they could have taken advantage a little bit more of the poor pitching. As here's Jordan Montgomery, 4.11 ERA, 1.26 whip. He was a very strong number 2 in our rotation this past season. Harrison Bader leading off in this game, as he's going to hit this one to right field. Moniak ranging back, and he is there for the first out. So that is the one change here in the Astros lineup. Harrison Bader will be leading off here against the lefty Jordan Montgomery, as Pena is going to have himself a base hit here, 1 out base hit. As here's Yordan Alvarez, 320 average in the regular season, 1-0 count upcoming. As Montgomery's going to throw over to first, and he gets Jeremy Pena. What a play by Jordan Montgomery. I try that all the time, or I'm lying. I really don't try that all the time, but whenever I try to pick a runner off, it never works for me. In this situation right here, it worked, and I was pumped up as I was recording the gameplay. Yordan Alvarez, 2-2 count, and he goes down swinging. If you want to talk about momentum on the Angels side, when you pick a runner off, that is momentum on your side. As Sean Skinner comes to the plate now, batting ninth, top of the third. Here's the 1-2, and Skinner will go down swinging on the knuckle curve for the first out. Yeah, Skinner hasn't really performed that well here to start off this playoff series. Top 3, 0-2 count. It's Trout to the plate, and he's going to drive this one to left center field. It will get down, and this should be a double for the GOAT, Mike Trout. You know he's got to be happy getting his first ever playoff victory in Game 1. As here's Alec Boehm, 1 for 1 on the day, looking to give the Angels the first run of the game. No, he will not. Strike 3 looking to finish off the top half of the third. You know, this home plate umpire was different than Game 1's home plate umpire. He's calling that outside strike here in this game. As we go bottom 3 now, Yainer Diaz will go down swinging on the sinker, as Jordan Montgomery will pick up the strikeout, his second of the game. 2-1 count upcoming to Alex Bregman, and this one will be hit to right center. A tough play from Mike Trout to his left, and he'll get there in time for the second out. That one right there I thought was a for sure double, but Mike Trout just made up so much ground in a quick amount of time, as Andrew Vaughn will go down swinging to finish off the third inning. The Angels playing really well here in the wild card so far. Can we wake the bats up? 3 combined hits and 3 innings of baseball here in Game 2 against the Houston Astros. As we go top 4 now, Patrick Wisdom, 0-2 count upcoming, and he'll go down swinging at the high fastball. It has not been his series so far. He strikes out again. It's the 3rd strikeout for Christian Javier. As we go to Mickey Moniak. He's 0 for 1 on the day, and he's going to hit this one up the middle, and it will be a base knock for the number 5 hitter, Mickey Moniak. 1 out, 1 runner on. It's Logan O'Hoppe now. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Yep, I mean, O'Hoppe really didn't have himself a good Game 1 either, as he's going to hit this one to deep left field. This one's hit a ton. Does it have enough? It's gone. Logan O'Hoppe breaks the score open, 2-0. The Angels lead. 412 feet, his first home run of the postseason. Didn't really play that well in Game 1. Here in Game 2, he's looking to have different plans. 105.7 off the bat to give the Angels a 2-0 lead. Got to be pleased with that right there. If the pitching can perform the same way it did in the last game, 2 runs is all we'll need. As here's Nolan Shanuel with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. As he's going to hit this one to right center, it will get down for a base knock. As his hot start through the playoffs continues. Here's Sean Skinner now. He's 0 for 1. And he'll hit this one. It's through. It's going to be a base hit for Sean Skinner, his first of the postseason. Unfortunately, he has a runner in front of him, so he's not going to be able to steal. 3-2 count as Rengifo will walk. The bases loaded. We know what happened the last time we had the bases juice. Here's Trout, and he'll watch ball 3. That probably should have been a strikeout for Christian Javier. Instead, it's ball 3, full count. Runners will be on the move. Here's the pitch, and it will miss the zone. Another run will score for the Angels. 3-0 we lead, and the bases will remain juiced. The 3rd walk by Christian Javier, and that's going to bring on Carlos Rodon. 4.44 ERA in the regular season and 142 innings of work. 7-6 record, 1.4 whip. As here's Alec Boehm now, 99 clutch, 86 power against lefties. Here's the 0-2, and he'll pop this one up into the infield. An opportunity with the bases loaded is wasted as we finish off the top half of the 4th. Carlos Rodon's able to get out of it. The Astros, still right there. 3 runs is not the hugest lead. As here's Harrison Bader, as he'll go down swinging On the circle change, O'Hoppe throws down to Shanuel for the first out of the home half of the fourth. It's the fourth strikeout for Jordan Montgomery. Here's Jeremy Pena now. Hits this one to left center. J.D. Davis will not get there in time to make the play. It's another base knock for Jeremy Pena. Just got to make sure to not get picked off this time. I think that's probably not in his plans, as here's Yordan Alvarez at the plate. Hits this one up the middle. Rengifo throws to Skinner to first. It's a double play to finish the fourth inning. We have gotten a couple of those throughout this game, and it has been, momentum killers for this Astros team. Double plays are momentum killers. As we go to the top of the fifth, Mickey Moniak will walk against the lefty Carlos Rodon. I thought about even taking Moniak out in that situation, just due to the lefty-lefty matchup. As here's O'Hoppe, as he's going to have himself another base hit, and this one's crushed even harder than his home run, 115 off the bat. Gives us runners on first and second here as J.D. Davis comes to the plate. 1 out, 1-0 count. He's 0 for 2. Here's a pitch from Rodon. This one's hit pretty decent to right center as the play will be made for the second out. We're not going to try and advance the runner Moniak. Probably would have been able to. As here's Shanuel. He's 1 for 2. Bloops this one in the left field. Will it get down? Alvarez says no, it will not. As the play is made, we go bottom 5, 2 outs. Chas McCormick will hit this one on the ground. It's a base knock as Rengifo is unable to make the play. Runner on first now as Yainer Diaz, 2 outs, 1-2 count. Here's the pitch from Montgomery. Strike 3 looking to end the fifth inning. The Angels pitching is still dominating in this game. Only 3 total hits for the Astros. As we go top 6 now, it's Sean Skinner facing Rodon. First time he's gotten the opportunity to face a lefty on the mound. Here's the pitch. And Skinner's going to drive this one for a base hit. The 82 contact versus lefties pays off, as it's a leadoff single for the Angels. As here is Luis Rengifo. Also hits lefties pretty well. Here's the 3-2. Strike 3 looking as Sean Skinner will pick up a stolen base. That did not look like it should have been called a strike. It looked like it was out. Instead, it was ruled strike 3. As here is Mike Trout now. Hits this one on the ground to Andrew Vaughn, who's having some trouble with it. But they'll still get Trout at first as Skinner will advance to third. As here comes Alec Boehm now. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Has not really done well with runners in scoring position so far in this series. As he's going to foul that one back. Here's the 1-2 upcoming from Carlos Rodon. 40th pitch for him. As Alec Boehm is going to crush this one to left field and make the score 5-0. Last time I said that, we won 5-0. Here in the 6th inning, Alec Boehm will extend our lead. We are putting it on the Astros at the moment. Excellent offense and excellent pitching has been the recipe here. 385 feet, 100.5 miles per hour off the bat. As that's going to, give us a lead that I feel confident in. And we have a bullpen that was really good in the regular season. And we're going to bring in Eric Mott in this one. He played in only 9 innings in the regular season for us. He was a September call-up, but he's made the playoff roster. As here's Yordan Alvarez right up the middle, and it's Sean Skinner there to make the play. So the guy who has 2 hits on the game and is playing a pretty good infield at the moment. And here's Jose Altuve as he's going to pop this one up to Mike Trout. One Hall of Famer hits it to another Hall of Famer here in the bottom of the 7th. 2 outs as here's Teoscar Hernandez. Eric Mott delivers. This one hit to Skinner as he's going to throw on to first. It's a 1-2-3. No, it's not a 1-2-3 inning, as that will extend the inning. It's an error committed by Sean Skinner. I was just hyping him up. Here's the 2-2 to McCormick now. Boom, going to try and make the play. Calm and collected. That's the end of the 7th inning. 6 outs away from closing out these Astros yet again. I'm looking to do it. As we go bottom 8, Yainer Diaz, he's 0 for 2. Eric Mott delivers, strike 3 looking. Eric Mott has a beautiful, fastball that he can throw. It's not super electric as far as velocity goes, but he will strike you out occasionally. This time it's the changeup in the bottom of the 8th, as it's a 5-0 lead heading into the 9th inning. Only 4 total hits for the Astros. Here's Trout as he goes down swinging. Haven't seen the offense in a couple of innings here, and that's why. They've been pretty quiet ever since the Alec Boehm home run. And speaking of him, here he is, 2 for 4 in the day, as he's going to hit this one to right field. This one down the line, and it will be caught by the right fielder. 2 outs as it's Patrick Wisdom's turn. He's 0 for 4. He's not done good today. As Lucas Sims, the former Cincinnati Red, on the mound. As Wisdom will go down swinging. It's the 4th time he struck out in this game. Maybe time to see him get a couple of days off potentially. If we can win this game right here, we'll get a couple of days off before we take on our next opponent. And it's Jose Soriano on the mound. 0-2 count. Hit down the line. Boom. Is not going to be able to make the play here. He almost did. Harrison Bader, though, with too much speed down the line. Runner on first to kick off the bottom of the 9th. As Jeremy Pena will hit this one. It's a base knock. 2 runners on with nobody out here in the bottom of the 9th. As Jose Soriano in a sticky situation. As here is Yordan Alvarez. 45 home runs in the regular season. This guy could make the score 5-3 in a heartbeat. Here's the pitch. It's a base knock for Yordan Alvarez. This one should score 1 at least with Trout playing so far back. And the runners will both advance on the throw. As the Astros with an opportunity with nobody out in this game. In this inning. As Andrew Wantz will be called upon. 35 of 44 in save opportunities in the regular season. 4.09 ERA. 1-2 count to Altuve. And he'll get him swinging on the slurve. 1 out for the Angels. I think the call to bring in Andrew Wantz was the right call. Could have tried to keep, Soriano out there. I just didn't think it would work because it's another strikeout for Andrew Wantz. 2 outs as the Houston Astros 2026 season is down to their last strike. It's Chas McCormick. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Here's the pitch from Wantz. Strike 3 and the Angels will be advancing to the American League Division Series to take on the Minnesota Twins. Got to be happy with this series right here. 5-0 in game 1, 5-1 in game 2. We shut these guys down. 10-1, the combined score here. In the first game, only 1 hit. In this game right here, I think they had 4 hits heading into the 9th inning. And then they picked up 3 in that 1 inning in the 9th. And they were all off of Soriano. Got to be pleased with it. Like I said, it was 7 total hits for the Astros, 9 for us. 2 hits for Alec Boehm, 2 for Ohapi and Skinner as well. 2 total home runs. The error by Sean Skinner, but he picked up a stolen base as Jordan Montgomery and Eric Mott dominated for 8 innings. Jose Soriano did not dominate, but Andrew Wantz did. He saw 3 batters and he picked up 3 strikeouts and also picked up the save. But like I said, we are now set to take on the Minnesota Twins in the American League Division Series. The Guardians will play the Rays. The Reds will play the Dodgers, and the Braves will play the Diamondbacks. 2 games have been played. The Dodgers have won, and then the Braves won. Taking a look at the Twins lineup, they are the #1 team in baseball on paper. They really don't have a weakness at all. Their #1 player is definitely Royce Lewis, but Nolan Jones is a strong contender for that second best player in this lineup. JT Realmuto, in his old age, is still playing. But look at the starting rotation. Corbin Burns, Zach Gallen, Pablo Lopez, Chris Paddock, and Joe Ryan. I don't think we have a starting pitcher that's even higher overall than Joe Ryan. Their bullpen has some guys that are also very dominant. This is going to be a team that has some of the best pitching in the MLB. Their lineup is also very good. We've done really well pitching so far in the playoffs. I think we're going to see a lot of low-scoring games as we take on the Minnesota Twins in the ALDS. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you when we take on the Twins in the ALDS. See ya.